In this month of August, silencing your voice is not a good idea. In this podcast, I tell you what the consequences could be if you do so. Hello, how are you? I am Marce Carbonell, professional channeler. You know that every month I share with you these podcasts, these videos where we can talk a little about what energies accompany us, whether they are energies from the heavens, energies from the earth, our energy as a society, and there in that mixture we always have wise, timely and well-focused advice that comes to us from the beings of light. The Archangel Uriel, the Magician Merlin and Sarah, they stay with us this month. Let's go. What's the message they share? Well, look, they are going to tell us several things. They are going to tell us that the month of August brings us presence. It brings us magnetism. It brings us the courage to take our place. It brings us that silencing the voice will not be anything that is well aligned. But before I go in there, I want to remind you of something we were talking about in January. Throughout the month of January, they told us a little about the energies that were going to accompany us throughout the year 2026. Perhaps you remember a graph that I shared with you. There you could see that from approximately June and July, the global energy that accompanied us bifurcated. It bifurcated in two. We are already at the end of July while I am recording this, about to enter August, and this bifurcation is increasingly tangible. What is this bifurcation talking about? Because one line marks an energetically high, clean upward trend in the miracle zone, and another goes plummeting practically until reaching September and sinks into a valley where there is much more intensity. What is the reason for this? It is due to polarity, to the polarity of different experiences. They told us at the beginning of the year, perhaps you remember, that it depends on how we focused on certain steps at the beginning of the year. The second half of the year was going to manifest itself in one sense or another. Hence, there are two lines. That is, depending on how you will start the year 2026, now you will find yourself in a trend that is open, expanded with luminous energies. There is always light at the end of the day, but you understand me. With kind energies, a little with your experience and motivating, or perhaps you find yourself feeling that things are falling a little, that it is misaligned and you can't even see where it's coming from. And this is something interesting to keep in mind because this video is a challenge. Next month's video, September, will also be because I find different scenarios. It's not that we are going to have different experiences 100%. The energy that comes to us is the same. Simply that the polarity is more marked this month of August and the month of September, more marked than usual. Say this if you are in a downward trend and you have already missed the train and can no longer elevate the experience. No, you know it's never like that. It would be easier if at the beginning of the year you had been able to do an internal work of internal listening, if you had taken action throughout these last months regarding those things that you hear inside you, that you feel define you, that are really characteristics of the soul that lives there in your body. Fantastic. Obviously, it would be much easier if this previous work had been done gradually throughout the year. But if not, don't worry. Here we are going to share tips for everyone, also for this scenario. Well, now that we have made this introduction a little, we can take into account and into consideration that the polarity is really very, very, very marked this month of August. Much more marked. It will be in September, and next month we will talk a little more about this melon that is opening up to us, right? Now that we have this in mind, I can tell you about the energies of the month of August, which are wonderful. Look, we have a month that brings us a magnetism, brings us a presence. Proye, not only to you, to the people who are there aligned and connected. Each of us has a voice. Each of us has an experience. Each of us has a magic, don't you think? Don't you sometimes wonder how different we can be? And when we're calm, relaxed, and really sharing without criticism or judgment, what a good puzzle we make, what a good weave, right? Don't you marvel at the fantastic and different people around you and how fantastic and wonderful you are as a person? Well, look, this presence and this magnetism, It is going to make you fall in love. It is going to make you fall in love when you look in the mirror, and it is going to make you fall in love with other people. At least you are going to love it. You are going to feel comfortable with all this. And the month of August brings you like an internal impulse. A courage to take your place has to come from within. It is true that your personal experience may be the same. And depending on the path you find yourself on, this energy can reach you from outside, right? But it's mostly an internal decision. The courage to take your place. Sometimes it happens that life puts you in your place, whether for better or for worse. But no, it is not what this August brings you. It brings you internal action. You will remember that in July the beings of light told us, it is good to know who you are. Now the interesting thing is to take action based on what you are. Do you remember? They asked us there for action, and that awareness brought to manifestation, brought to the tangible. Well, here in the month of August, when we have already experienced this manifestation, when we have already experienced this internal recognition, this magnetism reaches us. So if you are a person who has been listening, feeling, either with more intensity than before, or perhaps following the dynamics that you already followed, know that the month of August is when you get out, so wonderful and spectacular. How can I know if I'm aligned, misaligned, aligned, or somewhere in between? Look, I'm going to give you 4 tips. The first thing, presence and security. If I'm aligned, I'm going to feel in that presence. I'm going to feel safe while saying yes, saying no, exposing my ideas or not exposing them. In other words, you don't always have to be showing yourself with an open heart. It depends on which scenarios and it depends on which people. If presence and security is in that decision that you make, feeling good with what you decide, whether to take a step forward, whether to take a step back, whether to be more discreet or more discreet. That is to be more visible or less visible. Here comes the second point, courage to show yourself as long as you want to show yourself. Courage not to show yourself, maybe it doesn't take that much, that's why I don't put it, but come on, it would also be very aligned if you didn't show yourself. It all depends on your feelings. But if you needed it, you would feel that you have the courage to show yourself. The month of August goes forward. A natural magnetism, you don't have to do anything other than be yourself. That you are more shy, it will be magnetic. That you are more extroverted, it will be magnetic. That you are one more person, whatever, more organized, Jolene, what a more magnetic organization, what a beautiful, what a visual, what a fantastic, what a contagious. Are you more disorganized like this? Hey, how wild, I don't know. Now I can't come up with adjectives like that are equally appropriate, but hey, you already understand me, because then you would have a chaotic, tender, beautiful, funny disorder. Whatever it was, that it was magnetic, whatever you are, natural magnetism, without forcing, ability to inspire, as long as you want to inspire others, but also ability to inspire yourself. Look in the mirror. You are at your best this month of August. Look at yourself shine. Listen to your own reflections, your own advice that comes from you. Ability to inspire yourself and to inspire others, if that were the case. The confidence to step into your role is truly transformative and powerful. Don't you agree? That confidence to occupy your place, whatever it may be, is still a place that has a certain prominence, and perhaps it is a place that does not have it, and you abandon a certain prominence because it weighed on you and because you did not need it. So everything about taking your place is fantastic, and that's what this month brings us in that security. How nice! Also interesting is the next point. I manifest trust in creating opportunities. I don't get carried away by the situation, but I create situations from trust, and this is very interesting. My intuition expands, because it will also be a very intuitive month, honestly. Then I'll tell you a little more and you'll see that it's super beautiful. In any case, here you see that you are well aligned in your life or in specific aspects. You can use this guide to see if there is any aspect that you feel more in tune with than another. How do you know if you're misaligned? And here this month we are already seeing that the misalignment is coming strong. It is coming stronger than in other months, because remember that we are the people that misalign in one aspect or in several aspects, do so in a dive in this month of August in crescendo until reaching September, because the question of insecurity, the question of fear of being seen or exposed, the question of this need of recognition, which can also misalign you to the other side, that is, I'm afraid of being seen, or I have too much need to be. To go with recognition, validate yourself. Somehow I need too much external validation, even arrogance could get you that way. Perfectionism, analysis paralysis, which is also called, right? So much perfectionism that I don't do, I'm not in action, that they've been asking me for this action since last month, and there I am, still in analysis paralysis. Well, what else? I control the situation from fear. Fear makes me try to control the situation and I'm not in the flow, right? Or I don't feel clarity, that this is very related to intuition. Remember that now we will talk about some tips to be able to take that leap and get out of this misalignment. The misalignment is so intense, the energies bring us this, in quotes, opportunity. Look at it like this. How many times do we have a stone in our shoe? And look, sometimes we don't remove it because it doesn't bother so much anymore, but when the stone pinches or when the stone hurts, of course you stop and remove it and avoid the wound that could be. So you notice that it has been the beginning of the year that we have been given many opportunities, and now it is like a come and go. If you misalign now, it will go deep so that you have no choice but to stop. Bend down, remove the stone from your shoe and put your shoe back on and walk your steps honestly. That is a bit of the opportunity that August, September and a little bit of October bring us. That's what this valley is for, isn't it? Sometimes it is interesting that the things we have to work on can be worked on in a loving, simple and kind way, and sometimes we have to work on scratching a little because otherwise we won't. Sometimes not, we play deaf, don't we? Say, I don't know what the matter was about, and we act clueless, deaf and everything. So, well, there, look at it as an opportunity. If you feel misaligned in some way, know that it is for your greatest good. Alright, so now we have a little sketch, don't we? A little visual map of how I can feel this month of August. So, what steps should I take if I feel deeply disconnected and out of alignment? Or misaligned in one aspect or in several? It's clear this will involve two main components, starting with polarity. So you will see that now I am going to give you a couple of tips that were already given to us at the beginning of January. So nothing new that I'm going to share with you, and at the same time, always how good it is to remember. In early January, they mentioned that polarity stems from a lack of self-awareness and understanding. So at the beginning of the year, they proposed that we work on self-knowledge, who I am, I accept myself with confidence, etc., etc. And to the extent that I could do it at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, I was going to polarize myself more or less. Okay, so the first thing to work on, if you're feeling very polarized, very out of alignment, the first thing is, hey, I've done my homework well, I really know who I am in that aspect of my life, right? Maybe I'm fantastically aligned in different aspects. Imagine, well, I don't know, work and love, I feel very good, but then equally in the social aspect or entertainment or time management or I don't know, that's where I still think of many ideas, or how I relate to food, or how I relate to my family, etc., etc. If in some aspect you see that you are very misaligned or misaligned, the first thing I propose to you, the first thing I propose to you, but hey, on behalf of Magician Merlin in this case, who is the one who was there as taking into consideration this great advice that came to us, is remember who you are. To make things practical, here are some tips distilled into a concise guide for August aimed at offering applicable insights. The foremost step is about preparing the right atmosphere or fertile ground. You can't figure out who you are and not love yourself. The fertile soil is unconditional love, love yourself, seek to love yourself. What tricks are there to love yourself? Infinite. You can write yourself little love letters. You can look in the mirror and caress your face. You can remember who you were as a girl, as a boy, because sometimes as adults we demand certain things of ourselves, we judge ourselves. By reconnecting with the tender inner child within us, we unlock compassion and understanding. Look for that tenderness towards yourself. Allow self-demand to fade and between unconditional love. Allow yourself to be wrong. Allow yourself to have been wrong, and allow yourself that perhaps in the future you will be wrong. Allow mistakes. Allow that. Not to be perfect. Perfect in who you believed you should be, and be grateful for so many fantastic things that have happened. That happen and that will happen, and so many wonderful and very valuable things that live within you at a soul level. That is the greatest gift at the end of all, and that is where one manifests itself. A good fertile soil is unconditional love. If there is no good fertile soil, the thing will not last for us. Next, engage in honest and neutral self-reflection. Try to focus on one issue. If you see I'm out of alignment in one aspect of my life, well, try to focus on that aspect and reflect on yourself. Take it every day for a little while, and maybe you write yourself a little letter, or you have your diary, it's fine, and you reflect, well, I don't know about the day, how it went. If for you it's, I don't know how you relate to me, what I know about food, come on, how I felt today, how I didn't feel today with food, with this, with the other, yes? And well, and there you go, a little finding your what. It has to be a neutral and sincere reflection. There's nothing wrong with what you find out. Well, I didn't do well today, I didn't like it today. Okay, nothing happens every day a little better. Today I stumbled, well, I will try again tomorrow, this, the other. Anyway, whatever you believe, but with unconditional love, talking to that infant that you have inside you, and that needs mimics and needs mimics. So this is the first thing. And then, curious, today, instead of bringing you advice for the month of August, I want to bring you reflections. It turns out that I have had a session with a good friend and the beings of light. In this case, Mother Mary told her that a good question is better than good advice. And I stayed with that because I was already preparing the energies of the month to share them with you. So what a fantastic reflection that Mother Mary shares with us, and we are going to bring it. What do you think? So I've asked Wizard Merlin, with his approval obviously, to, instead of bringing us 3 tips this month, bring us 3 good questions. And the first big question is, tarantantan, drum roll. I'm showing myself, manifesting myself from who I really am. First big question, how are you feeling? Are you being honest? Are you who you appear to be? With that, you don't have to always be yourself in all scenarios. Because in the end, there are scenarios that are a little more correct, a little closer, others a little more, right? More polite. And we all know that sometimes there are different scenarios in which one can be daughter, mother, friend, professional, such. But in that scenario, with that profile that you have to express in that place, are you being yourself? As a professional, mother, daughter, sister, friend, whatever, are you being yourself? And that's the big question. Why? Because you see that what the month of August brings you is presence. It brings you magnetism, courage to occupy your place. Take advantage of that energy that expands within you. This brings us to the deeper essence underlying the challenges of 2026. It would be a wonderful opportunity to start saying yes to this question across all aspects of your life and embrace the possibilities. Here's the second question to ponder. Do I channel my energy into creating opportunities or exercising control over situations? Interesting, because there is a part of the energies of the month of August that talks about flow, that talks about trust. This courage, this presence, this magnetism are not born from control, they are born from the confidence of being who I am, and also from the confidence of the situations that surround me, the people that surround me, the places that surround me. In that precise moment, I claim my position, and by doing so, everything aligns seamlessly. I step into a space of innovation and progress. Instead of adopting a mindset focused on control, I embrace concepts of creation, fluid motion, manifestation, and organic beauty. It is a very cool place that we will return to in November, so it is nice to give it brush strokes, because November can be a spectacular month, and it would be worth it to have themes like this well aligned, So do you use the energy to create or to control? How do you see it? It depends on what aspect of your life. How do you feel? I think it's very interesting, especially for excess effort. Magician Merlin tells us something very interesting. You do not need more energy, you do not need more strength, you do not need more time, but what you need is more awareness in what you put your intention into. You see? Reflecting on the intensity of these words, Merlin challenges the belief. Lacking time or energy isn't the issue we face, it's a misconception. What specific purpose or action are you truly aiming for? Avoid scattering your focus or losing direction. Instead, identify where you belong and confidently make your way there. Then you will see that everything is going perfect rolling and you don't need to be controlling, but you are there creating. Alright, what else does Wizard Merlin tell us? The third and final big question: what situation requires of my intuition, of my subtlety, of my art there fantastic, which is not squared, which is not mental, which is not calculated? What situation requires my presence from there? The thing is that the month of August is also a month that inhabits us from intuition, from expansion, like many months. It's not that it's really a month that's even, well, maybe it's a more intense month at the level of subtlety and intuitive, not dazzling, that is, we don't fall on our asses like whoa if this month is spectacular. But it is true that it is more expanded than other months. What is really interesting is making the mix, because it really is a month that asks us to put ourselves in our place, and that sometimes comes out of our minds, because if I haven't put myself in my place all this time, probably my mind had already given me a wrong answer. Do you see where we're going with Wizard Merlin? So look, the intuition that interesting can be due to the fact that, Jolene, there are issues that I still won't be able to see well from the mind, and how interesting it is to know myself in all my aspects. Obviously, the mind has a fundamental role, and we can listen to it, we can take it into account, and it can help us make fantastic decisions. But intuition is very useful this month, that this tool is not wasted, because it is spectacular. It always is. And this month in particular, how fantastic it can be, because it can mark a before and after. By the way, you already know that if you want, you have a free guided meditation. You have it here below. If you are on YouTube, above. If you are on Facebook, and to be able to channel your spiritual guides. And thus you can also carry out an expansion of this intuition, that you already know that this channeling belongs to all of us, and that it is something that is there, in your ability, in your way of being. You were born with it, and it is worth taking advantage of it, don't you think? Very good. What else? Just to tell you one last thing, something that I want to tell you in more depth in September, so that this month of August is not too long, but just in case, to tell you that at the end of the month of August, you still feel a little dizzy or dazed with a little confusion. There is an overlap of timelines. I'm going to tell you this better in September, because at the end of August, it will be enough to curl the curl a little. We are going to overlap 4 timelines there. Come on, why not? Well, I hope you have a well-aligned month of August, and then the issue of timelines is not a problem for you. But hey, maybe the last week of August, the last days of August, you feel a little there with a certain confusion, saying, and now in me, why this comes to me, or why this energy is approaching me, or why this appears in my life again, right? Well, there is this merger. Just know, don't give it too much wind. We will wind it up in September, and everything is perfect. Well, very good. And now that's it. I just want to tell you about the light and consciousness proposals for this month of August. The first thing is that if you liked this video, I would love it. You could like it. You could follow Lucy Conciencia, and you could also subscribe to the channel if you like this content. So you help me a lot to know what you like, what you don't, what nourishes you, what doesn't, you know? And this way I can also focus on it, and this way I can give more space to the videos that I know you like, nourish you and enrich you. Many thanks to you, deeply appreciated. Also that you share it if you see that it has helped you. Maybe you have a friend, a family member who could benefit from these tips and you know that they might like them. Well, also if you share it with them, I thank you very much. What else? Well, you have the free guided room to channel your spiritual guides, as I told you, and the course also to learn to channel if you say, hey, I like this guided room, I want to see more, I want to see different ways of channeling, I want to be able to be calm with the topic of beings in transit. I can in short discover different ways of beings of light that can talk to me and a whole lot of things that channeling is fantastic, and although it is a course to learn how to channel, the truth is that we touched quite a few powerful bases of channeling, and I am sure that you will not fail your expectations. It is made with much love. And then finally to tell you, well, as always, when you have your message of the month, these energies that we have shared are energies. They are created for everyone, and it is true that then everyone has their own path, their shoes, their stories, their momentums. And if you want, you can complement these energies that I share with you with your detailed message of the month in a database with hundreds of messages channeled one by one, and that I am sure can help you a lot precisely to complement your personal case, along with the energies that we have shared. That's all for now, sending you immense love and a warm hug as we step into August. I sincerely hope it aligns perfectly for you. If you sense polarity, take a moment to reflect on January's energies, which, as I mentioned, focus on personal growth and discovery. This could help you transition from misalignment to harmony. Perhaps this month presents greater challenges compared to others, but trust that the shift is within reach. The things that don't fit us, but they're not impossible, so let's do it. Sending you an incredibly warm and joyful hug for a wonderful August.